Hello, thanks for watching this video. I'm so excited to have you here to listen about launching your LOA comeback with tools that will boost your return. I'm Rachel Porter, a student success coach here at Purdue Global, and I will be guiding you through this exciting journey back to school. First, let's hear some words of motivation and tips from a fellow student who has been in your shoes and successfully made the transition back after an LOA. This is Ayana's testimony, and sometimes taking a step back allows us to come back stronger. She was a business administration student, and she's going to share about how her leave of absence helped her to refocus. She says, taking a leave of absence relieved the stress of meeting deadlines while trying to balance school and life, especially with my kids being out of school for the summer. This has been a lifelong goal for me to obtain my degree, and I didn't want to miss the opportunity, especially with my tuition being paid by my employer. The break allowed me to come back more focused and determined. My advice: use the time to reflect, make a plan, and come back ready to show yourself and your kids that anything is possible. Isn't that powerful? Ayana's story shows us how taking a break can help you refocus on your long-term goals. And she mentions making a plan. So let's look at our checklist for our flight plan this evening. Every successful launch needs a solid flight plan. We've created a checklist with 3 key things to keep in mind as you prepare for your return. First, you'll want to ensure that you're registered for your courses. You can head over to your degree plan in PG Campus to double click that you're registered for the correct courses. The degree plan sequences your classes in the recommended order for your program. If you still need to register, don't worry. You can contact your academic advisor at 866-522-7747 and select option 1 for assistance. This phone number is included in the resource goodie bag that we will share at the bottom, so that you'll have that. You don't have to worry about writing down the phone number now. Next, you'll want to check your Purdue Global student email to make sure to go through your student email and respond to any outstanding messages. It could be from student finance, advising, the registrar, or any other department. So staying on top of this communication is key. Finally, for the checklist, you'll want to take inventory of your time for the upcoming term. Think about any new responsibilities that you've taken on, family obligations, work schedules, and any other commitments you have. On average, you'll need about 10 to 15 hours per week for each course. So our pro tip from this video is that you can finish this checklist within 24 hours of watching it right now, so that you are more than ready for your comeback. I mentioned a goodie bag. So as here is our resource station for Purdue Global, and we've got a lot of resources that you are able to tap into. So let's take a quick tour through your support system. And like I said, the document itself will be linked afterward. First, there's PG 411. This is your one-stop hub for connecting with tutors, submitting papers and project for tutor review, accessing coaching webinars, and so much more. Next, the academic tutors are here whenever you need them. Our tutors are just a click away, and the quickest way to access them is through PG 411 or through the PG Campus portal. Academic advising is someone here who can help you with scheduling or your course sequences. So you'll want to go to them for that guidance. The Student Accessibility Services Office, if you need accommodations or if you have had them in your past, connecting with Student Accessibility Services would be a great next step here. We also have wellness services, which talk about your mental and physical health and how important those are to also keep in mind. So don't hesitate to use our wellness resources. And finally, the Student Finance Department. If you are navigating financial aid questions, you'll want to reach out directly to our finance team. Next, we're going to share some boosts for your success that will help ensure a smooth return. One of the best ways to ease your transition back to school is by connecting with your peers. At Purdue Global, you're not alone. There's a whole community of students who are also balancing life, work, and school just like you. One way to start building these connections is through the Purdue Global group Facebook page. This is a space where students encourage each other, share their experiences, and celebrate milestones. Take a moment to share your story, what brought you back, what you're excited about, or even what you're nervous about. You might be surprised by the support you'll receive. Whether it's likes, comments, or encouragement from fellow students, it's a great way to feel seen and connected. These connections can grow into meaningful relationships that inspire and motivate you throughout your journey. So don't hesitate. Jump in and introduce yourself to this incredible community. Secondly, you can share your return directly in your classrooms. When usually this would happen in your first discussion board post. There's that introduction discussion board post. This is your chance to reintroduce yourself to your peers and let them know why you're back and what your goals are, sharing something personal like how you're feeling about coming back, or what you're excited to achieve, or even what challenges you faced. That can open the door for meaningful conversations with your classmates. Building community in your courses doesn't just help you feel supported, it also helps others feel less alone. Your story could inspire someone who's struggling or unsure about their own path. It's a simple way to make a big impact on yourself and others. Remember, the more you engage, the more connected you'll feel to your classes and your peers. Your comeback story could be the start of something truly special. Third, you'll want to take inventory of your time management. Time management is often the make or break skill for balancing life and school. So let's take a minute to reflect on this with a quick exercise. Grab a piece of paper, or you can pull up your notes app on your phone, somewhere that you can list your key responsibilities, your work hours, family obligations, and personal commitments. Next to each, jot down how much time you typically spend on each of these tasks. And again, as I mentioned earlier, add your courses into mix, budgeting 10 to 15 hours per week per course. I'm going to give you a moment just to write that down. All right, as you're getting these pieces put together, does your schedule feel balanced, or are there areas where you might need to make adjustments? Maybe you'll need to shift a few tasks around, or wake up a bit earlier, or ask for support from friends or family. Small tweaks can have a big impact. This inventory helps you set realistic expectations and find a routine that works for you, so you're not overwhelmed when classes start. Our final boost for success is setting goals for the upcoming term. Setting clear goals for this term gives you direction and can help keep your motivation high. So here's another exercise that I'd like you to do. Think of one academic goal. So that could be something, for example, earning an A in your first course back, or getting every assignment in on time. And then on top of that academic goal, let's set a personal goal. This could be spend 30 minutes a day exercising or reading, or starting each day with a moment of gratitude. They don't have to necessarily be huge goals, but something that you feel is attainable and will help you, and something you'd like to do. Write these goals down and keep them somewhere visible. Could be on your desk, your fridge, or even your phone. Because when you have specific goals, you're more likely to stay focused and motivated, even on those tough days. Now that we've had a chance to cover our 4 boosts for success, let's head into a time of reflection. So now we want to look back on what we've covered so far. Reflection is such a powerful tool. It helps you internalize what you've learned and plan your next steps with intention. So, thinking of the 4 boosts, which one feels most important to you right now? Is it seeking connection, sharing your return, taking inventory of your time management, or setting goals from the term? Reflecting helps us better understand what resonates with you, and it helps you focus on the actions that will make the biggest impact for your return. So now I just want to reiterate that this is your moment, your comeback. Take everything you've heard today and make it your own. Let this be the term you come back stronger, with a clear plan, a supportive community, and the determination to achieve your goals. Here are the 3 final takeaways to launch your return. Remember that focusing on progress and not perfection can be really powerful. Every step you take is a win. Celebrate each step. Secondly, lean on your support system, whether it's your professors, your family, classmates. Don't hesitate to ask for help. And finally, stay connected to your why. Why did you start this journey in the first place? Let that motivate you when things get tough. You've got everything you need: the tools, the support, and the drive to succeed. So trust in your journey and launch into this next chapter with confidence. You faced challenges before, and now you're ready to take on what's next. We're here cheering you on every step of the way. You've got this.